So this is a video I wanted to make months ago. I just didn't think that it would be received well. I didn't know about the underlying issues within the community months ago, so that's why I refrained from doing it. I wasn't exactly sure how the community felt about this topic. I wasn't sure, just how the community felt about the dupe issue within the game, but it is a very serious issue. And not being dramatic, I'm not being like, oh my god, it's the end of Grand Cross. I'm not saying that. However, we do have a very serious dupe dependency issue, and Netmarble needs to realize not every single unit needs to have super crazy effects by being duplicated. So why do they have these cross if units being so ridiculous, like just absolutely crazy when they become a certain, so Bond at 4 out of 6 is where you want her. It's crazy how much better the unit becomes. Like, it's almost like, and I'm not even joking, it's almost like it's a different unit, because you don't get the healing from female Bond at 1 out of 6. 2 out of 6 you get the healing. Where is the healing? Oh, right here. Immediately recover, right? So at 1 out of 6 you don't even get that. 2 out of 6 it's 10%. 3 out of 6 it's 20%. 4 out of 6 it becomes 30%, and then from there it stays like that. But that is so crazy to me, to be 4 out of 6 to get everything you need for the unit to work at max potential is so disgusting. And maybe it'd be a different story if they handed out like hundreds of gems every week. Maybe it'd be a different story, but they don't. Technically they don't, I guess, right? It depends. It's a whole thing. But either way, we don't have enough gems to warrant every character needing dupes. It's the same thing with female Melly. However, the only difference is you really only need her at 2 out of 6. I mean, obviously it's going to be best at 4 out of 6, just like Bond, I believe. I think 4 out of 6 is where you want the unit to be. Maybe 3. I can't remember, but either way, it's crazy. It's crazy. And these are not the only 2 units to come out within even the past few weeks, or I guess month, because technically the Gachiakuta collab units came out a month ago, but you guys get what I'm saying. The Gachiakuta collab characters were the exact same way. So Engine needed to be, was it 3 out of 6? I think 3 out of 6 is where they were at. I don't think anything changed from 3 to 4. So at the bare minimum 3 out of 6, right? I think all of them were 3 out of 6. Either way, still need multiple copies. It doesn't matter. Still need multiple copies, which is crazy to think about on a collab. Like, it's a collab banner. I get that you want to entice people to summon because it's like, oh, super limited. Ooh, like you don't know when these units are coming back. So you want the duplicates. You want to get the character. I get it. But at the same time, it gets to a point where it's like, okay, at what point do I not even care about getting the character or duplicates? Because next month another character is just going to come out who needs more copies, right? So it becomes an issue where it's not even fun to use some of the units because they don't work at 1 out of 6, right? Melly is an exception to this because Meliodas is still very strong at 1 out of 6. He just becomes God when you get him highly duped. Now, to be fair, you can get away with Meliodas at 2 out of 6 like I have him, right? Absolutely. But 3 out of 6 and then 4 out of 6 is where he shines the most because of give me a second, sorry, I hit my OBS. Because of the fact that the assault mode lasts for more than 1 turn, right? Or you get more assault modes. You get more assault modes the higher you get duped or whatever. But either way, you guys get what I'm saying. You need multiple copies of the character to make them work, and then you can't even run some of these characters low dupe because they honestly they don't have most of their, like, not most, but the more important parts of their passive. So they basically are a nerfed version of themselves until you get them duped out, right? Like, think about it. Female Bond. Female Bond's a really good example of this, by the way. Again, female Bond. She does not recover HP unless you have her at bare minimum 2 out of 6. So if you only have the character at 1 out of 6, guess what? That ability doesn't even exist for you. So you can just consider that to not even be a part of the unit, right? At that rate. It's just crazy. It's crazy to me, right? Because I know they know this. It's like I'm saying all this, and I'm like, I can't believe they don't notice this. Because if someone like me, who's just a regular schmeggler player, notices, a multi-billion-dollar company definitely takes notice of this stuff. I don't care what anybody says. They definitely do. They definitely do. But yeah, Meliodas. Let's take a look, right? Let's take a look at LR Beatrice and Subaru. It's the same exact way. The more dupes they get, the better they become. Now, I will say this, they did a pretty good job at making it not as noticeable, because you really only get like, a couple of different, what is it? A little bit of stats. Is it that? Let me see. Or maybe is it just, okay. So it's just the final damage taken from skills or counters, right? When you have them duped. And then it's the initial attack damage that they do once you have spirit contract up. That's all I think that really changes with them. So I think they actually did a pretty good job at making it less noticeable on LR Beatrice and Subaru, to be completely honest. But it's still like they get extra stuff based on the dupes, which I actually don't care about when it comes to super high super high valued or rarity characters, like premium characters, because LR Beatrice and Subaru, they are an LR, right? They were a UR that goes to LR, so that is actually a reason to give them something enticing on their duplication level. Meliodas, same thing. This is the 7th year anniversary unit. I would actually be super shocked if he didn't change dramatically upon getting duped out. But when you give us just regular units like, like the Gachiakuta collab characters, the another versions of Meliodas and Bond, units like that don't necessarily feel like they are highly valued or they have an absolute reason to give them something crazy when they're duped out. It just kills motivation to play the game. It really does. It really, really does. Because I don't think that, I think, yeah, even Priscilla had something, right? Where, yeah, so her, like the attack related stats. Again, some of these are less impactful. The damage suppression isn't the like, it's not like, oh my God, I have 60% versus 50. Oh my God, that's going to, decide the entire tide of battle. It's not like that, but these are still still things that will actually matter when it comes down to the nitty gritty. Like 10% stats versus 5% stats. That is a massive difference. And you might be like, it's only 5%. It's still a pretty big difference. Like, it's still a pretty big difference. So yeah, they do need to like chill out a little bit, like just calm down a little bit with the dupes. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. I get they want the money because obviously your whales for Escanor and Merlin, like your whales are going to go ahead and get them 6 out of 6 the first hour, right? Like, let's be real. The first hour, these guys are getting 6 out of 6 on whales. But for your casual players, yeah, they're going to be 1 or 2 out of 6, maybe 3 if you have really good luck, and 4. But it is super, super, super rare for a non-spending player to get a unit completely duped out, right? So I just think that Netmarble take a step back, look at your overall wider audience as well, and think about them. There's no reason for characters to keep having these effects where, oh my God, if I don't have them 3 out of 6, I can't even use them on the team, or oh my God, they're not a good option. That's the thing that pisses me off too the most with this whole dupe dependency thing, is when you have units that are super good and you pull that unit and you're like, okay, I can put them on the team finally. Nope, just kidding. You know why? Because actually this unit isn't duped out, so you can't even, right? You can't even use them. I was trying to go to a unit that needs to be duped out, but right, you can't even use them because you don't have them at the dupe level they need to get this certain skill to actually put them on a team. That's where I'm like, okay, Netmarble, what the F is going on? Like, I can't use the new premium unit on the team that they're meant for until they're 3 out of 6? Huh? Like, again, I can make more of an exception for high premium units, But when it's just 300 out of 600 banner, yeah, okay. you're bugging, Netmarble. You're absolutely bugging with that one. But all right, guys, I'm gonna end the video. I yapped on long enough. Let me know what you guys think. Are you in agreement with me? Do you think that the dupe dependency is too much of an issue? Netmarble needs to mend it, fix it, cut back on the amount of characters that need dupes. Let me know in the comments, guys. This will be your boy Dev signing out. I hope you all have a beautiful and blessed rest of your day.